What is up, Pokemon Go family? It is your boy, TheGoulGuy, back at you guys yet again with another video, and today we are looking into the Retro Cup. Now, I know I'm late. The week has been pretty busy for me, but we are here to actually showcase a team for the Retro Cup. It's a it's an anti-meta team. I don't know why I was thinking, what did I say? What the hell is that? Anyway, this is a anti-meta team that I built up for the Retro Cup. I've noticed there's a whole bunch of jump lefts, and there's a whole bunch of ferrets. So basically, I built around it here, basically using Shadow Typhlosion. Yes, Shadow Typhlosion, an amazing Pokemon, just because of the fact is it does so much damage, especially with the Incinerates. On top of the fact that you got the Thunder Punch for coverage against any water types that you actually see. It's just an amazing Pokemon, alright? Like, basically the only Pokemon it really can't beat, I don't even think is anything, because the Blast Burn alone, basically, even when it's non-effective or even neutral, freaking destroys Pokemon, alright? So pretty much we kind of built around that. Essentially we got the Typhlosion in the front, and we got the Charjabug as a safe swap, just because of the fact is Charjabug, really good coverage against the water types, as I said, that goes against the Typhlosion. And it has the X-Scissor that's also good against all the psychic types that's also in this meta as well, like the Grumpigs or anything like that, because there's a lot of Grumpigs as well in this meta. And then lastly, we have the Primeape that's going to be able to take out the Ferrets. The Ferrets in the back, which essentially, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how this team works. You're going to see how it you're going to see how it just basically walls some of these teams out here, just because a lot of people are using basically what's the top meta right now, and yeah, this team really catches them off guard. But anyway, before we get into the match, of course, we are going to showcase the actual the team, the IVs, and everything like that before we get into it. So let's do that right now. All right, first thing we have here is Typhlosion. Our Shadow Typhlosion, really good PvP IVs, by the way. This is probably going to be the only team I've showcased so far that has like all the team members literally have perfect IVs, which is nice for PvP anyway. But that is cool with the Incinerate, Blast Burn, and Thunder Punch. Pretty standard moveset for the Typhlosion. Next on the list we have our Charjabug. This is our Great League Charjabug here with Volt Switch, X-Scissor, and as well as Discharge. Pretty standard moveset for the Charjabug, and pretty good PvP IVs as well on the Charjabug, which is really nice. And then last on the list we have our Primeape. Where is the Primeape here? Got so many freaking Primates, it's insane. I got a shadow one too that I'm building. I actually got the Elite Charge TM it. But anyway, we got Karate Chop, Rage Fist, and we're going to use Ice Punch here for the coverage, because, you know, as I said, there's a lot of jump ups here. Say even if there was like a ground type or anything like that, like a Marowak or a Clodsire, of course Ice Punch is there to take it out. So essentially that is why we have that there, but pretty good PvP IVs as well on the Primeape as well. So but anyways, that is the team, those are the moves, and let's get into the battles. Let's go. All right, getting into the first battle, let's go. Let's do it. But yeah, man, I've been having a pretty busy week, working 2 jobs at the moment right now, so things are a little tight. But anyway, we are here in the weekend. I got some free time. Let's go. Let's do it. Anyway, we got Typhlosion versus a Corsola. Now, probably not the best situation, but at the same time, we're going to try to get a Blast Burn, try to get a shield, see if we can get a shield. I'm going to bait with the Thunder Punch, just so I can get a shield and possibly get to a Blast Burn, but I'm pretty sure they're already to their charge move, which they are, but we do get a shield, which is nice, even though we did not see the animation, which is crazy. But anyway, Nightshade coming through. Gonna try to build up some more energy here, see if maybe we can get another shield, but unfortunately they switch into a Clodsire. We're just gonna bank the energy, switch into the Primeape. As I said, we do have the Ice Punch for the Clodsire, but as of right now, we're just gonna bait with the Shadow Punch here. Make them think that we don't have the Ice Punch yet, just so we can build up some attack energy, so we can buff up our attack, so we can actually use the Ice Punch and hopefully KO with one Ice Punch, possibly. Earthquake comes through. Primeape is going to be able to tank it, not that much, but we are going to be able to take it and survive at least. We are going to be able to get to the Ice Punch. Is Ice Punch going to KO? That is the question here. We do need it to KO. Does it? Oh my goodness, it does not KO, unfortunately. And yeah, we are going to go down there, unfortunately, but that is enough health for us to basically farm down with the Typhlosion. Unfortunately, they get to their charge move already, farming down the rest of that Primeape there, and they switch back into a Corsola. We do have our Blast Burn here. Now, let's see if they actually end up using a shield or not. Do they use a shield? And they do, and we switch into a Charger Bug. Now, thing is, right, Charger Bug not gonna have the greatest time, especially with the Power Gem. Unfortunately, this is not the actual Pokemon we want this Charger Bug to actually go against, but is the Battle of the Bulks. And the thing is, they do not have a shield left, and we did overfarm just a little bit there. We are going to be able to get to the Discharge. Discharge is going to be able to take out the Corsola there, and then they also have a freaking Cradilly. They have a Cradilly in the back, full health Cradilly. Am I going to be able to win this game? This is almost looking impossible at this moment, but we do have some energy on the Typhlosion in the back, and their Bullet Seed is not doing that much damage to us whatsoever. They switch into the Clodsire, basically trying to they switch into the Clodsire, basically trying to catch on our charge move, but unfortunately for them, we end up holding off, getting to double charge moves here. But I don't have any health on this Charger Bug whatsoever. They can easily farm me down potentially here, but we do get to the X Scissor onto the Cradilly, and this will determine if I actually end up winning this game or not. This will be a miracle, and I end up winning the freaking game, bro. Look how low the health is on this Charger Bug. This is insane. That was looking like a very bad game there. Turned out to be a win. Let's go. That was just so funny. Oh my god, that was just hilarious. Like, what? Like, Charger Bug just holding on. That's insane. But anyway, going into the next match. Let's go. Alright, now we have the Wishcast versus our Typhlosion. Of course, this is not a good matchup whatsoever here, so we're just going to switch into the Primeape, see what ends up coming out from this, and it is a Altaria. That is fine with me. We have the double super effective Ice Punches here. Ice Punch should do a whole bunch of damage to this Altaria. Let's see what happens. Boom! A whole bunch of damage. Let's go. And we are going to be able to get to the Rage Fist before they get to a Sky Attack. That is awesome as well. Let's go. Let's do it. This Rage Fist coming through. Is it going to get a shield? Possibly, yeah. Most likely is going to get a shield after they just seen that Ice Punch. And do we get to another? We do get to another Rage Fist, which is nice. We're just going to use this shield, see if we can get maybe one more shield, or we get the KO. Let's see what happens. Rage Fist coming through. And we either going to get switch advantage or shield advantage. Let's see what happens here. Rage Fist, does it do it? Okay, we do get the shield, which is nice. We do get the shield. Now, what I could do is farm down with the Typhlosion, which I do. Gain some energy here. I was thinking of coming in with the Charger Bug, but at the same time, I don't want to get hit with the Sky Attack, which would be unfortunate. They come in with the Wishcast. We do have the Blast Burn. Blast Burn, even resisted, is going to do a whole bunch of damage. Actually, yeah, it's resisted or either neutral. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, it's resisted. But look at that. Look at that resisted damage. Insane. But anyway, they switch into a Typhlosion. Of course, Typhlosion gonna do some really hefty damage onto the Charger Bug with those Incinerates. But we are electric, so we are gonna be able to get off these Discharge, doing a whole bunch of damage to this Talonflame here. And we should be able to easily take down this Talonflame. Oh, I literally don't even shield this whatsoever. I could have shielded it. I could have shielded it, but for whatever reason, I just wanted to finish it off with the freaking Typhlosion. I mean, but at the same time, it makes sense, right? I mean, I could have used X Scissor on the Wish Cache, but for whatever reason in my head, I was like, nah, I'm gonna finish this off with this Shadow Typhlosion. We're bringing it out for a reason. Boom, there we go, Typhlosion taking out something that it literally should not have had a win con against, the Wish Cache. Let's go, Typhlosion with the Blast Burn. Love to see it. That was just so cool. Typhlosion is such a cool Pokemon, man. Such a cool Pokemon. Had some really fun battles with this team. Love to see it. All right, we got Typhlosion versus Goodra. Now, not the Pokemon you want to see with the Typhlosion, because most of the all the charge moves as well as their Incinerate not going to do that much damage to this Goodra. But what I'm going to try to do is force the shield and then switch out here. Let's see if that happens. Or do they take the Blast Burn? I know they know how strong this Blast Burn is, so they are going to shield it, which is fine. Unfortunately, they already got to their charge move as well, so I just got charge attack priority, which is fine. Aqua Tail is going to be shielded, and we're just going to switch right into the Primeape. And we do have that Ice Punch just in case. At this point, I'm thinking in my head, do I want to shield this or not? Primeape is pretty fragile, of course, but Aqua Tail shouldn't be able to KO me. Unfortunately, they end up catching on the freaking Toxapex. Oh my goodness. This is just horrible timing on my part. So yeah, Ice Punch, of course, not going to do that much damage. We're going to try to at least get to a Rage Fist, at least do a little bit of chip before we end up switching into the Charger Bug. Let's see what happens. Rage Fist coming through. Boom. A little bit of chip. At least a little bit of chip. A little bit of chip goes a long way. There was a little lag there. I don't know what that was. I probably could have got a one more fast move in. I don't know how much of a difference that would have made. But anyway. We're not going to shield this. We want to keep our shields just in case something else happens here. But unfortunately, that was a Sludge Wave. But that's fine. We are going to get to a Discharge here after I overfarm just a little bit. Discharge should be doing a decent amount of damage to this Toxapex. Either taking it out or... oh my goodness, it still has a smidgen of health, and unfortunately they do get to another charge move. We are going to have to shield at this point, unfortunately. It is just a brine, but I wanted to keep at least a little bit of health on to this Charger Bug here. We are going to get to the X Scissor on the Goodra. Let's see if they shield this or not. I believe they have one more shield. Oh, never mind. Maybe not. Maybe not. But let's see what happens here. Oh, okay. So they stop. They either glitch out or they stop for a second. I don't know if they were just trying to have Charger Bug gain energy or something. I have no clue. But they have the Blastoise in the back, and this is just very unfortunate. Because, of course, with Blastoise, it has Rollout, which, of course, is like super effective against Charger Bug. And, yeah, we're going to need that energy. And they just used their shield. So that was their last shield. But I don't believe we're going to be able to get... oh, my God. You see the lag? I could have gotten to that oh my goodness. I could have gotten to the Discharge, but I don't think it would have really mattered. Blastoise is super bulky regardless, and we end up losing that game. But yeah, I don't know what it is. PvP, like, that's another thing. PvP has been frustrating me so much just because of all the lag spikes. Like, there's times where, like, literally the opponent is not attacking for long periods of time, or I'm not able to attack for long periods of time, or the whole game glitches out to where we have to restart the game and then I automatically lose the game. It's just horrible. It's horrible. It's so horrible. But we love pain, right? That's why we're here. But anyway, we got Typhlosion versus the Feraligatr here. We got the Johto starters going at each other, bro. Shadow v Shadow. Let's go. We got the Shadow Punch. Of course, we're gonna basically be able to get the Thunder Punch off before they end up getting it off on, or before they get the Hydro Cannon off on our Typhlosion. We end up switching into the Charger Bug, doing a decent amount of damage on the Feraligatr before they switch out, and then they switch into the Rangaroo, which essentially X Scissor is just gonna do a whole bunch of damage. Let's go. This is the point of the Charger Bug right here. here. Going to be able to do a good amount of damage. Going to be able to take a Brutal Swing or a Trailblaze, no problem either too. So really nice core breaker against the Rangaroo core. So if you have an Rangaroo, watch out for that Charger Bug. All right, let's go. They end up switching into the Clodsire, which is very unfortunate for me because I believe between X-Scissor and Discharge, I don't think there's anything I can really do to this Clodsire whatsoever. But what I want to try to do is at least basically get the switch time or switch clock off so I can at least switch in to the Primeape and maybe keep some health on our Charger Bug in the back. We're just going to shield the first one here. It's going to be an Earthquake. Might as well just build up some energy since I'm going to be able to get to my charge moves before they get to theirs. We're going to bait with the Shadow Punch. Same thing, same strategy I did prior, but let's see if it works out this time. And then basically get directly to the Ice Punch. The health on the Clodsire is a little lower here, so we might have an opportunity to actually take out this Clodsire. Let's see what happens. Ice Punch comes through, and oh my god, it survives with literally a smidgen of health. Oh no. Alright, so I'm just going to let this go. I want to keep the shields in the back for the Typhlosion. And unfortunately, I end up getting KO'd there. But they switch into the Feraligatr, which we do still have our Charger Bug still alive here. And I think this is where I make my fatal flaw here. I end up shielding the Charger Bug just so I can, you know, basically take out this Feraligatr. They end up having 2 Hydro Cannons loaded already. I forgot they did not actually use Hydro Cannon in the beginning of the match. So basically they had the Hydro Cannon from the beginning and they got it from taking out the Charger Bug. And then basically they end up getting to another Hydro Cannon right here. And basically with no shields, it's just going to take down the Typhlosion. And that is a good game on our opponent. Congratulations, because I just did not see it. I did not see it coming for some reason. I was like, how did this Feraligatr get so much energy? And I forgot in the beginning, it literally built up so much energy. And I guess, like, I mean, with Shadow Claws, of course, it's just going to get to that charge move way faster. But what I should have done is to basically have the Charger Bug go down, have the shield on the Typhlosion. That way, I could potentially get to the Thunder Punch faster, maybe. But I don't know. It might have still not been the best win con. This is the team that we actually needed to see here, okay? This is the team that I built this team against, all right? Essentially, in the beginning, we had the Jumpluff. Of course, they're going to switch out because the Typhlosion definitely would have been super effective against it. We bring in the Primeape against the Furret here because, of course, Sucker Punch is going to be non-effective against the fighting type Primeape, which is nice. Ice Punch comes through. Now, of course, it would have been better if we had like a fighting charge move right here. Definitely would have been able to take out this Furret a lot faster, but that's fine. Swift coming through. We're just going to farm it all the way, the rest of the way down. Come out with charge energy, which is nice. Let's see if they come in with that Jumpluff. If they do, we do still have the Ice Punch, and we potentially could still get a shield. Let's see what happens. And they do come in with the Jumpluff, which is nice, and we possibly could get to 2 Ice Punches here. Let's see what ends up happening. Ice Punch number 1 comes through. Boom, we get the first shield. Let's see if we can get to another one, and we get to another Ice Punch. Let's go. And do we get the second shield, or do we get some health off on this Jumpluff? Let's see what ends up happening. Oh, there we go. We take out majority of the health on the freaking Jumpluff. Let's go with the Primeape. That's what I love to see. We bring in the Typhlosion, they bring in a Blastoise, and this is the beauty of Typhlosion. Regardless if you want to bring in a water type or not, we're going to have that Thunder Punch ready to go. Thunder Punch come through, take out majority of the health, and we have our Charger Bug in the back. Now in any other circumstances, Blastoise would have a somewhat of a field advantage just because of the rollout damage, but we also have a field advantage based off of our freaking charge move, the Volt Switches anyway. But they end up switching out the Blastoise into the Jumpluff. We have X-Scissor ready for this Jumpluff here. as you can see how this team is just amazing, and we ended up winning that game. Actually, we ended up taking out the Blastoise. I thought they switched out, but I must have just took it out right there. But that was a 3 out of 5 that we ended up winning there. Of course, I probably could have played this team a little better. Definitely, if I keep on using this team, I'm pretty sure I'll do a lot better with it. But I wanted to showcase it to you guys because, as I said, like from what I've seen in the Retro Cup, it seems like a lot of people are using a lot of the similar Pokemon. Even though in this video itself, like I literally only ran into that team once, which is very unfortunate. But I was able to capitalize with other team comps, even the ghost types and everything like that, so it still kind of worked out for me. But anyway, that is the team. Definitely let me know what you guys think down below, and yeah, oh, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, of course, because it helps the channel grow. It's been a minute, I'm sorry, but anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, peace out.